Good afternoon, everyone. Let's take a stretch break, and hopefully you saw that if you have something with a long handle, a broom, or I have a swiffer here. If you have something with a long handle, we're going to use that for our stretch. If you don't, no big deal. You can do these stretches without one. And if you tuned in this morning, we started in our chair, and then we did a few other stretches, like the half kneeling one on the floor. Well, for this stretch, we are going to start on the floor. For now, you can just set that kind of like right beside you, and we're going to go into our cobra stretch. So we're laying belly down, and then we want those hands flat on the floor, kind of like right by our armpits, pin those elbows back, and we want to push up, but leaving those hips down, and try to push up as far as you can, even if it's only to here or so. But we want really good alignment, so I'm going to face you, because we want our eyes and our head straight in line here as we lift up. And then if you just need that short break, come down. As you lift back up, exhale and press up. Or you can also even just drop those elbows down and press up like this. Or if you can come and lift all the way up, the higher you lift, the more of a stretch you're going to feel for your back, for your abs, and maybe even down into your hip flexors. And it's all down. Inhale, and this time we're going to press up and exhale. Up into that stretch. And we're just going to hold for about 10 seconds. And as we come down here, inhale. So if you have that handle, I want you to grab that handle wider than shoulder width, or as wide as you can get. And we're going to lift up just with our upper body, with our torso. So our belly, our hips are down, and we're lifting those shoulders and our head up. Eyes should follow that handle as you lift up. And then slowly lower. Same rhythm with our breathing. As you lift up here, exhale. Try to lift those arms as high as you can. So that stretch goes from the arms to the shoulder. And yes, we're using that low back. And then inhale on the way down. And then one more time, exhale and lift. And then down. So next up, as we lift up into that stretch, we're also going to pull that handle back, try to get behind our head, and also try to lift those legs up. So it'll look like this. As you come up, we're lifting those legs, we're lifting those arms, pull, a little duck with the head, And we're going to bend over to one side. To the other side. And back. Let's bring those elbows down. Handle behind. We're going to switch that up knee. Let's press and bend as far as you can, and then up and over. Back up, and let's bring that handle down. And I want you to put pressure on that forward knee to help lift you up here to standing. So again, let's bring those hands just a little bit closer, or if you can bring those hands all the way together. Hopefully you don't have a low ceiling. If you do, you can just drop that handle, hold like this, and bend from side to side. I'll test it out here. So I'll bend over to one side and up and over to the other side and up. Now I want you to keep one hand on that handle. You have that elbow up. Bring that other hand behind your back. Try to grab that handle. So you're here with that down arm or down hand. Try to walk or pull your fingers up as high as you can. So I'm already feeling that stretch for the top shoulder and even here on the front. But with your hand that's back, I want you to pull down. Pull as far down as you can. So you should feel that stretch on the top shoulder. And then we're also going to reverse it. So I want you to pull up with that top hand. Try to pull as far up as you can. Good. And relax. So we're going to switch. So other arm up, other arm back. Grab that handle, and with that down hand, try to walk it up as high as you can. So I'm already feeling that stretch, and I want you to pull down as far down as you can. And then pull up as far as you can. Good, and relax. Whew. Shake those arms out. Started sweating from that one. So let's either set that off to the side or down onto the floor, somewhere that's just a little out of the way. And next up, we're going to go to a hamstring stretch. One leg forward. You don't have to go all the way to a lunge. We just want one leg or one foot just a little more forward than the other. And we're going to hinge. So if you joined in this morning, we practiced that hinge where we're pushing our hips back. And we are keeping that front leg straight. So lock it out. Our hips are back. And reach down towards the floor. As far down as you can. And I try to reach towards that heel, my heel. And then I want you to just kind of brush your foot as you reach forward and come up. And let's switch. So again, hinge, hips back. That's very important because if you're not hinging back, you're not getting the most out of that stretch. So you're hinging, so you're already trying to elongate that muscle, and now you can really sink into that stretch as you reach down. Again, I'm aiming for my heel. It doesn't have to be fast. Slow. Give that muscle time to respond to that stretch. All the way through. Now brush along your foot and come up nice and slow, nice and controlled. Good. So let's switch, and now we'll focus on the calf. I'm going to use the couch. If you have couch or chair or something nearby, you can use that, or you can use the wall. You just push against the wall. But here I'm going to lean forward. That back knee, first bend, and then straighten and drive that heel down. And lean as far forward as you can, with also keeping that heel down. So this stretch should be felt right here, the lower back half of the leg. And now I want you to relax and kind of drop that knee down. So we can stretch out our lats like this. And even if you're along the wall, you just kind of relax, duck the head down. So here you should feel that stretch. And even right here. So let's come up out of that stretch. We're going to switch our foot. So we just want to make sure we have a good position. I have that knee bent. I'm going to lock that back leg out, driving that heel down. Also pushing forward. And now let's drop that back knee down towards the floor. And also sit back and relax for that lat stretch. You can also drop this knee to really sink into that stretch. All right, everyone. That's all the stretches I have for you this afternoon. But thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you feel better. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And see you tomorrow for our live boot camp at lunch.